Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Maiden Group July webinar. This webinar is titled Making the Most of Your Tracking Link and will be a 15-minute showcase on some of the best ways you can use your tracking link in the build-up to Back in Britain Live 2020. My name is Alessandro Sorrentino, and I'll be taking you on the journey today and showcasing to you some of the best ways that you can use your Back in Britain tracking link. The overarching objective of using the tracking link is to showcase to you today how you can leverage your partnerships, affiliations and client lists that exist within your business and use them to increase the number of attendees at your Back in Britain Live 2020 stand. So what will you be learning today? Firstly, we're going to give you a very brief introduction to what a tracking link is. Hopefully this will provide you some context about why you should be using one. Secondly, we're going to be providing you some information and ways on how you can best use your tracking link. This will be a showcase of 4 of the best practice methods. Thirdly, we're showcasing to you how to make the best use of your tracking link over the next 5 weeks until the expo. Finally, we'll be showcasing how the tracking link can help you get fitter in this summer. At the end of this presentation, you'll find my contact details, so if you have any questions, need any help, please feel free to contact me. You'll also find a list of resources as well on our website, so I recommend you check out the Midlands and Yorkshire homepage and the Midlands homepage, as there are a number of articles ranging from how to make use of your tracking link to how to promote yourself at the expo. So the first topic today is, what is a tracking link and why should you be using one? So tracking link 101, as I call it. Effectively, a tracking link is a measurable way of promoting yourself and your attendance at the Back in Britain virtual exhibition. Now, at this point, you will have all been sent a unique Eventbrite tracking link by Netta. You yourself may have not been sent it directly, but someone within your organisation would have been sent it. If you still can't find it, please let me know and I'll be more than happy to resend it over to you. The second point I want to mention is just to showcase to you what a tracking link is. Effectively, it's a bit of a modified URL. The bottom URL is a normal tracking link. This will be the normal link that when you click on Eventbrite and search Back in Britain Live that you'll go to. Above, you will see the exact same link, but with my name added at the end. This effectively means that if I put my tracking link out on my emails, for instance, and people click on it, when they purchase the ticket, it will be assigned to my name. But why is this important, you may be asking? That's because, unlike the general link, that being the one below, the personalised tracking link will collect data over the course of the next several weeks up until the expo. And then during the expo, we will send to you that list, and so you can make use of that data. So therefore, the more names you get clicking on that link, the more names will be on that list, and the more data you'll have. Again, why is this important? It's because ultimately, if you don't make the most of your tracking link, then there's a chance that your competitors will take your prospects from you and put it into their lead pot. The idea is to get yourself promoting yourself at the exhibition over the next 5 weeks, and a tracking link can ensure that you have the best chance and the most physical data to use after the expo. Now on to the main purpose of today's expo. What are some of the best ways to use your tracking link? These ways are very simple, and we've designed them and suggested them based on their easiness to be accessible, the quickness to put them up, and the most impact they will have. So the first one's an email signature. Now, I'm not going to explain what an email signature is because I'm sure you're all aware of what they are, but I can explain to you how you can modify your email signature. So many email signatures will have an image. If you look at my own signature, it has the Back in Britain Live 2020 banner. So let's take that graphic, for instance, which is one of the graphics that you can access from our website. Now, what you could do is you could hyperlink that image, meaning when you click on it, it takes you to another external site, and you can hyperlink that image with your tracking link. That means that if you inserted it on your company's emails, whenever somebody reads your email and clicks on the Back in Britain image, they'll be taken to purchase tickets using your hyperlink, using your data and using your information. A top tip here is obviously to make sure you send the image to all your staff, because staff from all of your company may interact with different potential clients, and by not limiting yourself to just one email account, you can increase the amount of people who are aware of your expo, or your stand at the expo, I should say. Now this obviously can take two forms. Like I've suggested above, it could be a simple graphic, which when clicked on takes you through your personalized hyperlink and tracking link back to the Eventbrite page. Or it could be a simple line of text saying something like, "We are exhibiting at Back in Britain Live 2020. Click here to get your tickets." Again, if you need any help in creating an email signature for Back in Britain, please contact us and we'll be more than happy to share with you some of the resources we have. It's available on all platforms, so it's a really effective and quick tool to make use of. Now, the second one is to publish a press release. Now, this is perhaps the one that's most out of my heart because obviously I've worked with many of you from both the Midlands and Yorkshire on press releases over the last few months. Now, an example of a member who has taken up this offer is Ashcom Technologies. As you can see in this image, we've got a preview of Ashcom Technologies' press release. And this is a press release that they built and published on their microsite using a template that we provided. Again, the template is available should you want it. Now, you can publish the article both on your own microsite as well as your main website, which many members have done. Now, of course, and we're going to be moving on to this, my big tip here is obviously don't forget to share it. There's no point in publishing your press release if you don't share it and shout about it. So obviously, one of the things we would recommend is whenever you publish a press release, to make sure you share it on all your social media channels, whether it's LinkedIn, Twitter, or Facebook, and make sure you tag us in. Now, within the article itself, and you can see this very much within a template we share, we would recommend you include several URL links for your tracking. Don't just have one option of a link saying, "Please click on this to buy tickets." Maybe put one at the top and one at the bottom. With it being included several times, it's more likely to increase the user's attention and more likely to pull them in and make them click on it. At the same time, the great thing about a press release is not only will it increase your links and the number of people clicking on it, it will also increase your presence at the expo. Don't forget, the mailing group is built on the foundation of sharing our members' news across a number of platforms, whether it's through the weekly digest, weekly newsletters, weekly expo marketing newsletters, or general social media content. And with a press release, we're able to share it. Don't forget to also, when you share it on social media, as a rule of best practice, don't forget to tag in 5 to 10 of your members or clients on the post. LinkedIn, as for example, has a limit of 40 tags per post. Twitter is not limited except by the word count, nor is Facebook. And if you tag some of your members in and say, "Read about our attendance at the expo, why don't you come and visit us?" Thirdly, and moving back on from the previous point, is to post on social media. Now, for security reasons, we obviously blurred the name of this member out, but they've posted a very good standard social media post, which, as you can see, had 16 likes and 8 comments. At this time, it'd only been on for a couple of hours, so that's done really well. Now, the post obviously doesn't have to be a full essay saying who you are, but it's very light. You just need to say what the expo is and how people can click on and get your links. Now, this person here has used their custom tracking link and compressed it using a site such as Bitly. However, if you clicked on this, it would take you to their custom tracking link. This is something you can do on all your posts. Use a custom link so that when people click on it, they get taken to your tracking link Eventbrite page. So, what are some tips for social media? The one tip would be to schedule a series of posts. Now, it's very well posting once saying you're going to be back in Britain at the expo, but we recommend and data suggests that you need to publish at least 3 times in order to be the most effective on the platform. Now, it doesn't have to be straight day after day after day, maybe at a weekend or maybe in the morning, but make sure you post several times. Now, the big one, and I can't stress this enough, is the use of hashtags. Now, I've given you some examples of some hashtags that members can use. This ranges from Back in Britain Live 2020, which is the main event hashtag, Back in Britain, and for your respective regions, MIY family or MIM family. Now, we recommend you use these because obviously it increases your awareness over members, but also it will allow us to track it and share it. Myself, Yasmin and Joe, the digital content team, will check all of these hashtags on a daily basis, and content that has used that hashtag will be reshared to our members. And as I mentioned before, don't forget to tag your clients and staff in all your posts. One key trick to learn is obviously clients may not always see your content. There's a saying within the digital content community that every post only has a lifespan of 15 minutes, and that's quite high. If you have a lot of followers, it might be even less. That means, for most people, your tweet will have the most impact within the first 15 minutes it's posted. But to increase your awareness, don't forget to tag your clients and your staff in all your posts. This means they will get a notification saying that, for instance, Alessandro Sorrentino has tagged you in the post. Therefore, you'll get a notification and you can click on it. So if you do miss it, you'll still get the information. You can also share it via groups you're in as well. So if you're a member of a steel producing group, don't forget you can share your link within that as well. Again, the tracking link will register the tickets to yourself, and you'll also get the increased number of visitors at your stand. Now, the final method is to send out an email campaign. Now, this can obviously depend on what kind of marketing structure you have. Some members may have a marketing department who you can use this, others may not. But we've designed it so it's very flexible in how you can use it. Firstly, have a think about who you can send the email to. Take a pen and paper and just write down maybe 6 or 7 potential ideas. As an example, I was thinking, if I was a member, who could I send it to? Now, this could be the general emails. That could be people I just email on a daily basis. Email campaigns. So if I have a mailing list, I could send it to them. Marketing campaigns. Do I have members who have signed up for a particular event that I could send it to? And past sales. So people I've sold to in the past, who are past clients, could I invite them? These are the examples of the campaign emailing list you can send them to. Then you've got to think of what is your key message. Now, for the expo, I would recommend looking at why did you want them to visit your stand. So, for instance, you could say, come and look at our new products and learn more about our business. Come and engage with us using the live chat feature to ask us more about how we can help you. Now, obviously, if you're struggling, we have got a template which can be found on our website, written by Joe. Again, an email campaign is a really quick way to email large numbers of your members of your clients and interact with past clients as well as your current clients. Again, if you need any help, please contact us. Now, how to make the best use of your tracking link in the next 5 weeks. Obviously, it's only 5 weeks now to the expo, so we're looking now at what you can do over the next 5 weeks. Now, this is just a very quick example I've drawn up. Now, obviously, depending on your time and availability, as well as what you wish to engage with, it may change. But one thing I would take away from today is draw a little table, counting down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, each representing the week. And each week, set yourself a goal. So this week, with week 5, set yourself the goal of maybe posting social media and change your email signature. Then in week 4, maybe plan an email campaign. Week 3, press release. Week 2, social media. And again, week 1, social media again. Now this can obviously be tweaked and modified in any way that best suits your company. But it's a really great way to get yourself thinking about all the different ways that you can engage members. Now, the best to the last. Save the best to last. With lockdown, I know everyone's looking forward to gyms opening next week, but I want to show you how your tracking link can help you get fitter this summer. One of our keynote speakers at the expo will be Brompton Bicycles, and they've kindly donated a Brompton folding bicycle that's worth £750. Now, this could be yours for the grand total price of £3. How do you do that? Well, simply, we'll be tracking every member's personalised tracking link between now and the expo. At the expo, we will announce which member has invited the most, which member has had the most ticket sales through their tracking link, and that winner will receive this bike. Now, I'm not going to give away names because I don't want to spoil it yet, but right now, as of Tuesday the 14th of July at 4:10, it's a very close race with less than a dozen tickets between the two front runners now. So it's all to play for. But I want to end on a bit of a positive note and give you some help on what to do now. Now, this is just my own opinions, but I want to give you some points on actions you can take away today and implement. The first one would be update your company's email signature. Make sure you have something back in Britain related, whether it's a graphic or a line of text. Secondly, you can use a program like Hootsuite to schedule several Back in Britain Live 2020 posts. So if you're away, for instance, and you don't have time to post, You can, and these programs are all free, schedule a series of posts to go out between now and any time between now and the expo. The third top tip we would have is have a meeting with your team to help them become aware of the event. Now, this doesn't have to be in a large room. This can be either through an email, a virtual meeting, or just a brief chat. Make sure your team members know about the event so they can share it with their clients. Secondly, update your website and microsite with an article or press release, as we mentioned, and make sure you share it. And lastly, send an email to your clients via your email client, via your clients or your mailing list. So with this, we would suggest obviously email whether a mailing list or your clients directly, inviting them to the expo. Maybe you can invite them based on the product they've previously purchased, or maybe you can entice them with the promise of learning more about how they can save money through a new product that you offer. So that was a brief overview of the 4 ways that you can connect and increase your tracking link sales. The idea was to give you a brief introduction to some of the methods and to get you thinking. But of course, myself, Yasmin and Joe, which are entitled of the digital content team, are always here to help you. If you do have any questions, please feel free to drop me an email, alessandro@mailingroup.com, and I'll reply within 24 hours with an answer to your question, and we can set up some training or some help should you require it. So again, I just want to thank everyone for their time today. As I said, it's a brief introduction to the 4 methods. Don't forget to go back and listen to it. And if you have any ideas, any suggestions, or you need any help at all, please feel free to contact us. The expo starts in just 5 weeks, and I know everyone in the Made in group, across both Made in Yorkshire and Made in the Midlands, is working really hard behind the scenes to make it the best event possible, and we look forward to working with you to engage the manufacturing community across the UK. But thank you for your time today. Should you have any questions, please do contact me. Good day.